to be a god.
Did it work?
I think so.
This isn't over, Chris.
Shove it. He's getting away. Hurry.
It seems I may have underestimated you, Chris.
Save it, Wesker. There's no one left to help you now.
I don't need anyone else. I have Ouroboros. In less than 5 minutes, we'll reach the optimal altitude for missile deployment. Ouroboros will be released into the atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation. Your feeble attempts only delay the inevitable. The entire world will be infected. A new Genesis is at hand, and I will be the creator.
Another one of Umbrella's leftovers.
You know what we have to do.
All right, I'll go for the override lever. Cover me.
You'll pay for that.
Hang on!
Did our hero survive that terrible plane crash? Yes, of Of course they are. That's the only choice that they have. I don't know about any of you, but we're getting to a very crucial, epic moment right here. The way this place looks like we descend into hell. I would say that plane is total. Sadly, reminds me of the X-Wing from the X-Men. Really love the shape of that jet.
I should have killed you years ago. Chris.
Your mistake. It's over, Wesker.
Over. I'm just getting started. To die, Chris.
Let's go, son.
Why can't you understand, Chris? Do you really believe the world is worth saving?
Shit. I was going to shoot the pillar, but
Natural selection leaves the survivors stronger and better. Humans have escaped this winnowing for far too long.
that pillar I meant. Shit, Wesker.
Thanks.
You got to remove your hideous testicle out of my face, buddy. So finally we see how Wesker looks from the inside. You don't look any different than a larva, my friend. My old dearest friend. Shit. Getting cornered here. Don't like it. Lightning, help me. I was going for lightning now.
Just
Shit.
hold on, Sheva.
Cannot do anything. Come on, Chris. You can do it, buddy. Super Chris. That's why he's a fucking Redfield, man. Right there, that's why. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. Shit, it's coming for me. Come on, Lightning. You fucking dare to die, man. Nice, he's fine now. Fuck you, Wesker.
The human race requires judgment.
You're going to judge us? You get all your ideas from comic book villains?
Chris is pissed, man. Just like he always is. It's the last name you ever gonna hear, Wesker. The last name in your goddamn life. It's testicle time. It's testicle time. Shit. Damn it. I forgot. Oof. Well, I knew he was going to do that, but I'm trying to get the grab, kill sequence, but I'm trying to remember how to do it. Fuck you, Wesker. Shit. Okay, I know. Nice. No, he's not letting me do it. We have to wait for a specific staggering animation that he does. Shoot you in the fucking heart. Yes.
Shoot him! I can't stop hitting you! Then shoot through me!
Come on, Chris. You fucking die on me, man.
Locked and loaded.
Suck on this, Wesker.
Your time's up, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, suck on that really hard.
That was for our fallen brothers.
It's over.
Yes. Finally.
More and more, I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for. For a future without fear? Yeah, it's worth it.
Hell yeah, Chris. So it's worth it. At least dying trying, you know.
When dark days came to us, we found no haven or escape. All our prayers go unanswered to take away this fear within. Our screams shake this tear-stained land. Our souls have been stripped bare. Can madness be the only cure? Even death is no less bad from all this pain or worldly plight. When will we see heaven's light? I think of you whenever a bell tolls. If I tell your tale, will this pain cease? For I pray for tempest-tossed lost souls. Eternal sleep is where you find true peace.
I want to thank Capcom again for giving me years and years or years of good gaming. Wow, we got an S. Both of us. That's awesome, man. I thought that Lightning, since he loved the whole ranking stuff, and he's a huge fan of getting S's all the time, I thought he would like to see this. Anyway, that picture right there really soon. It's a great way to end the video or playthrough. It's really like that little fraction of a heavenly moment after a long journey of pure hell and chaos, Same way, I really love the ending, the music at the ending. It really suits pretty well, like the whole heart of the game and Africa. So anyway, after this little review that I want to do, there's gonna be some extra content at the end that you might like to check. But I don't know if I'm really good at doing reviews, but I wish I could say something about this game that is very valid for most people. Because, in essence, this game it goes in the same exact category where Resident Evil 4 is. And I'm talking about the formula, the style of the game. It's really a departure formula from what the old traditional classic survival horror Resident Evil are. I'm talking about Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. And this game, I mean, if you can forget about, well, not forget, but I mean, if you can see past the whole formula, the old school formula, this still, it's a very good action horror game. A lot of people may think that, or feel that this game is not scary enough, or it's not horror enough, just because maybe it doesn't have the same deep, dark vibe that the old one has. But this one is still, it is a very dark game. And a lot of very brutal and evil things happen in the story, and it has a lot of hardcore moments. So let's explain the remaining files that I got. A very crucial one here. Chris Redfield. So I'm gonna make it in a way that, those of you who care to read this lore stuff can just pause the video and read. Since there is a lot of files, it may take me another video to be able to put everything together if I try to read all this and take my time on each page. I've been thinking about making another separate video and show all the files, the action figures and all that. I may do that later on, but I don't know yet. So anyway, this is very important to read because it's a very amazing, feature that this game has. It has the strong connection with the lore, and of course everything that we've been loving from past Resident Evil in essence is here. It's either lore, or it's either because the characters, great characters are back, or because, also, of course, the action aspect that always been in Resident Evil, is back at full force after games and Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, Revelation series. Which, those games, they take more of a massive focus on that aspect. But Resident Evil 5 is more of the aspect of chaos and brutal aspects, and the aspect of action, of course. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, there are many things about the game that bothers me. Things that when I see them, I am like, ugh. You know, this could have been so much better here and there, here. But and also the fact that this game it got so changed. Like this game it was going to be a more graphic, hardcore, brutal game that it was going to be like I don't know, even more gruesome than Resident Evil 4. Um, but you know, at the end of the line, Capcom decided to rush the project and make it co-op and make the game in a way that will appeal more of the numbers of people. And that's one thing that it did kind of tore me off about the game, because if you see the original trailer of this game and the original gameplay that this game had, it's really it almost looks like a totally different game. Like you see that the aspect of Resident Evil 4 was there, but at the same time it was going to be a more progressive, dynamic game. And instead they just decide to stick with the simplicity of the game and make it more simple of the big project that this game was going to be. I think it also has to do with the limitation of consoles, that they decide to make the game simpler and change it. Because I know Capcom don't talk about that too much, but I am very 100% sure that that's what happens. That this game it got changed beyond belief. But I don't know. I also after I played this game, like last time I played it was like 4 years ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm getting a little bit sick of the game, so I'm gonna put it to rest, and I may come back later on and play it. I don't know. It was a moment when I was like, I just wanna play the old school Resident Evils and hoping for another one that will be even better than this one. Then, well, Resident Evil 6 came and Revelation came, and I was really impressed with the combat in Resident Evil 6 and how fast the game was. I am not one of those persons that complain that the game should be a battle tank, because to me that gets old, the whole battle tank thing, because every time when I play those old games, I was always feeling like, God, I wish I can move faster here. God, I wish I can do this, I can do that, I can do jump here, or I wish I can do this to be able to do more tactical approaches and stuff like that, And at the same time, I do think that Resident Evil 6 is a very beautiful looking game too, and it still has that, old thing that you're fighting hordes of enemies and you fight the boss and all that, because all Resident Evil games, even the old traditionals, even the old school like 1, 0, 2, 3, Code Veronica, they always had that. They had the boss fight, but but of course those games, they got such different direction. They're really focusing on mystery, on well, more like cryptic type of things that you have to solve a lot of puzzles, and also pretty much the game is always like a big maze, and then you got to be backtracking a lot, and also the mechanics are not forgiving like here, where those were games where your resources were always counted, your supplies, your ammo, your medicine, your healers. It's not like in these games that you kill an enemy and there's always a big chance that they're gonna drop you ammo or medicine, and that's when 4, 5, 6 Revelation it changes a lot from the old ones. Now to me, the Revelation series is really way closer to the traditional Resident Evil. It's really a great balance between 4 and the old ones, 4, 5 and the old ones. Because for those who love the action is there, And for those who love backtracking, and love, limit, scarce ammo, and more of a tense, claustrophobic, survival horror. I mean, Revelation, it really gives that very well. Now, I think that Revelations 2 is also really great, but it's also a game that is very forgiving because you always have ammo and you always have herbs, and it's a game that if you play good, you don't even need so much ammunition, or it is, it is not some it is not so hardcore as the old Resident Evil, that you are always like, oh man, I got only 15 bullets, and with these 15 bullets I had to do the whole game, and I had to go here, and I had to run a lot. I had to decide if I'm gonna just run, bypass enemies, if I'm going to fight them, or if I'm going to just get grabbed and take some damage in exchange for saving ammo. It's not, it's not that hardcore in that aspect, but still, the feel of the game, it is 100% Resident Evil, in most of aspects. At least for me, that's the way I see it. And I know those games sadly get hate, especially 5 and 6, and Operation Raccoon City, which sometimes I forget to mention that one, but I don't know, man. After doing 5, after making a series of it, especially sharing the series with a good friend of mine, an Italian friend of mine called Lightning Fidelis, who was my co-op companion through the most of the game. I've been valuing this game in a deeper level. Like, now I can say that I really do love this game, and I put it at the same pedestal where I put RE4. Like, to me, RE4 is not better than this one, and this one is not better than RE4. I mean, both, they are a little bit different. They have a little bit of a different tone, but the same gameplay, the same formula, and the lore of Resident Evil is there present. Now, I really like Leon S. Kennedy a lot. I think he's a great character, but to me, Chris Redfield, he's always gonna be like one of the biggest figures, one of the biggest icon of Resident Evil series, and not just it's not just Chris Redfield, but the whole Redfield family. Chris, Claire Redfield. To me, they are like sacred characters, in the story. So that's another reason why I do value this game. That after Code Veronica, Chris Redfield was kind of gone for a while, and we were wondering what happened with him, when we're gonna play with him again, when he's gonna come back. The way Code Veronica ended, it ended like in this kind of a crucial way, almost like Chris Redfield was going to go to this battlefield, and he was going to hunt Wesker and Umbrella at the same time, and then all that got suspended till many years happened in the story, and then we're here. Now, before the event of Resident Evil 5, we got the event of Resident Evil Revelations. So, if you see the chronological order of the story, but this game, it came before Revelations, so that didn't count till Revelation came out as a prequel to Resident Evil 0. So, I don't know, man. I mean, I can understand aspects of the hate that this game may get, but it would be unfair to just say that it's complete garbage, that the game is not good, that the game is not even a Resident Evil. I mean, it's really wrong to say that, because the game, it has a lot of great features. It's a very beautiful looking game. It has a fun combat that it can be addicting to many people. I mean, many people like action-paced game, and this game is that, pretty much mostly focused. But at the same time, you know, there is an appeal to it. There's beauty to the game. And it's just like that type of same thing that you feel in Resident Evil 4, which I know the majority of people they prefer 4 because it was pretty much the one Resident Evil that started that formula and that concept, and it changed it. It was a big depart from the old Resident Evil to the modern Resident Evil, as I call it, where you put 4, 5, 6 revelations. But to put it in short, to me, Resident Evil Revelation is going to be always the two best. Revelations 1 and 2 from the modern ones. But I always gonna have a very soft spot in my heart for this game, for Resident Evil 5. Maybe because in essence, it's still the game, you know, the lore of the game, the essence of it, the characters are in here, and it's just you cannot hate that, you know. I don't know. Some people do. Some people say Resident Evil is dead, whatever. But you know what? I don't think they are even fans of the series. Like, they don't really love it. Like, I don't want Resident Evil to ever die. I don't want to believe that it's dying. I think it's just changing. Look how Resident Evil 7 is right now. Right? And it is a game that it has the feel of a horror game. It feels very atmospheric. It feels very like it has a lot of the old concept of it, like, you know, the claustrophobia. Also, you know, that sense of investigation that you see in all games, like all awesome games like Alone in the Dark 4 or Alone in the Dark series. But you know, Alone in the Dark 4, The New Nightmare, it will always be my dearest. But it has that type of feature in it, and you also had that in all Resident Evil games, because you have to investigate a lot, and you have to kind of like decipher cryptic codes and stuff like that. But at the same time, it is a big change because it is a first-person view Resident Evil, and most people did not want that. Most people want the game to stay in the third-person soul, because Resident Evil was always the soul of it. It was always third-person. But of course, there are many words that originally Resident Evil 1, the very original one, they wanted the game to make it a first-person. But what happened is that the technology wasn't right, you know, it wasn't good enough to make it the way they wanted, so they ended up making the game a third person, which by the time it was the easiest way for them to do. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I'm already gonna give it my fair chance to Resident Evil 7, and I think the game is gonna do good. I think the game is gonna have its place on Resident Evil, but there is a part of me that will always want to see back, you know, the third person. And to me, the best thing they can do is a big mix of the fixed camera angle and Resident Evil Revelations. If they can mix those things two together, we're gonna have the perfect Resident Evil back online. Yeah.
Suck on this, Wesker.
Well, time's up, you son of a bitch.